2010s, where Disney was very, controllable and had some great shows. And one of them being the sitcoms we know today, one of the best ones of all time, Good Luck Charlie.
A show about a family and the baby based on a show's name, and yeah, it's a great show. And I still love it, even though I haven't seen it in so long. But once we get Disney Plus, since it's on there, I'll be able to binge watch it.
But yes, it's about a family, yes. It's about these two parents raising 4 kids at the beginning, yes. Bob and Amy Duncan and their kids, the oldest being PJ. PJ is the second oldest, and then Teddy's the oldest. And they have their little brother Gabe, he's a little bit of a troublemaker, and they have their little sister Charlie.
Yep, which is their latest edition, and it's why the show is called Good Luck Charlie.
But then into the later seasons, they had a little brother.
Right, which we will explain in a little bit. But yes, this show had a good place in my heart. I love great moments. I love heartwarming moments and stuff. And it's one of those sitcoms that actually got itself a movie.
Well, basically because of Teddy, always filming saying, this is trying to teach, Charlie, because whenever she grows up and watch all these, videos that she recorded saying, good luck, Charlie.
Yeah. But I haven't seen the movie in so long. I need to, rewatch the movie. I forgot what it was about, but I think it has something to do with visit her grandfather or uncle. I don't remember. But, yeah.
I know. But yeah, the show, it really had a good feeling because at the time, with Disney and Nickelodeon having their, best sitcoms ever, especially, Disney sitcoms in 2010 was, really good in my opinion.
Exactly. It doesn't, contradict against the Nickelodeon sitcoms. Between them, I prefer the Disney sitcoms because they have a good humor and don't force it too much, and they have humor that we can enjoy.
Well, that's just your opinion. I just prefer both. But yes, with Good Luck Charlie, I'll just be a little boy in my living room, and whenever it came on, it would show either one of the actors, saying, "Hi, I'm this person," and they do the Disney sign and everything. That was awesome.
Yeah, I missed that back in the day. I know they kind of did it at later years, but I still prefer the original ones. When the casts were younger.
Yeah. But this show definitely had, a lot of their points. There's a lot of funny moments, especially at the end of the episodes. I don't know, for some reason, whenever they were going to the credits or the end credits of, each of, the ending of the episodes, it would do something random or, bizarre.
Yeah.
But, of course, it just has something, especially with Gabe. Now, Gabe, he was one of my favorites, although people will be like, nah, he's just a troublemaker, but you gotta get it, Gabe is just a kid. Just especially, him and Mrs. Dabney's, a rivalry of, pranks or anything like that.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about Miss Dabney in a little bit, but, yeah, we're not, of course, not at the cast yet, but we still can talk about the episodes.
Alright, so, okay, from your experience, because I know you watched less episodes, I watch more, so, what are some of the episodes you remember?
Well, one I could say, do you remember the episode where Charlie, started, saying bad word at school, and they're trying to go, where she learned it from, and then, when they're driving, Charlie, Bob, and Amy, she was driving, and, car cut her off, and she's like, how about turn signals, you, and Bob's like, Jesus.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, and then at the end of the episode, she's on a timeout chair.
And then, Bob was asking Charlie, why are you in the timeout chair? Oh, man. Charlie, she's just full of surprises.
Yeah, and let's see. There's also an episode, of course it involves Toby and stuff. Before Toby got boring, Amy was having a nightmare that Charlie was upset that they were giving the baby more attention than Charlie, and then she woke up and she spoke to her belly, I always love you, baby, and Bob's like, I love you too, baby, and she looked over to him, not you, and then she smacked him.
Speaking of Charlie, there was another episode where, like, I don't know, Teddy, like, lost all, like, the files.
I was just
like,
about to bring it up.
Yeah.
Like, because her laptop, or she thought it was her laptop, got wet in the dishwasher, I think. I think Charlie put it in there somehow. And then she started, like, re-recording her memories stuff. So, and it was, like, in the middle of the night, and Amy had to, like, help out. But, yeah. I think it also turned out the fact it was, PJ had her laptop, and the laptop was someone else's.
But did you see that that flashback in the future where, like, if Charlie didn't watch all of that, she'd turn like a messed up teen?
Oh yeah, and speaking of that, they made an episode of that where it showed a future of Charlie and stuff, like what it had been and stuff. Like she's like reading it, like looking at the videos, and one in particular, like how to like get along with your sibling, like tickling and stuff. So she tried to do it on Toby. Turns out both Teddy and Charlie got beat up.
Yeah.
It was another one.
I'm trying to remember this one I watched during Thanksgiving. Hold on.
There's one, their house was like infected with termites, and they had a.
Had a what?
You go ahead.
No, you were explaining your episode because plus your mic's delayed. Your mic's delayed, so like that's why I was like, you
again. Every time.
Get that camera off his face, he said.
Okay, what I was trying to say, their house was infected, and Teddy and Amy, I think, did a dance number with the Muppets.
Oh, I remember that. That was one of my favorites. Oh my god.
Yeah. I got so excited to see the Muppets.
Me too. Especially when Charlie was talking to Miss Piggy. That was awesome.
There's also one where, Gabe, yeah, you know that girl from Dog with the Blog?
Which one?
The blonde one.
Oh, the blonde one, yes, I do know her.
Yeah, apparently she made an appearance in Good Luck Charlie, and Gabe and her know each other.
She also made an appearance in Jessie.
I guess I forgot about that. I need to see which episode she appeared in. But
I was gonna explain real fast. So basically, you know about Luke's stalker creepy Connie? Have you ever seen those episodes?
Who hasn't?
But yeah, in one of the episodes, Connie was actually pretending to be normal and telling Luke a fake story about how she had this roommate, which the girl we're talking about right now, pretending to be a stalker so Connie could get Luke to marry her.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
There's an episode where Gabe was a little bit older and is school shopping, and Bob took him with him to go shopping and stuff and go look for some clothes, and he bought a shirt and he's wearing it, but people at school kept telling him that's a girl shirt. Like, no, it's not. And then a girl walked by wearing the exact same shirt he's wearing. It's like, oh. And then he went tell Bob about it. He said, "You've got a shirt that girls wear." I said, "Oh, I might have been hanging around the girls' aisle. Whoops." And then at the end, so it shows him wearing a dress.
That shit was hilarious. I saw that episode as a kid. It kind of reminds me of this one Vine by Brendan Bolin. Basically, the Vine started like this. He was like, "Mom!" And she was like, "What?" And he was like, "What is this? It looks adorable. This is for a girl." Full on dress, but yeah, I know which episode you're talking about. That was a good one.
Yeah.
The one I was trying to find, and yeah, I found it. There was two parts of the episodes. It's called Snow Show. So basically, the Duncans go to a ski resort that the place where Amy and Bob got married, and then we call it. Teddy meets this woman called Sarah, but she's a psychic, and Sarah tells Teddy that she was. Yeah, Sarah tells Teddy that she will find the love of her life in this ski resort. Gabe starting ordered a lot of shit in room service, but there was consequences. Like the guy that was bringing him all the food and everything turns out to be Gabe's old teacher from school who got fired.
Whoa. Okay, firstly, why was he fired?
I don't know. It was one of the episodes because Gabe was trying to pull something. I don't know. What do you call it? While this is happening, PJ meets two sisters who take care of him after he goes to the wrong snowboarding trail. But the biggest plot twist to this, when I was watching this episode on Thanksgiving, while everybody was making the food and everything, is that Bob and Amy are not actually married.
Oh no, it's one of those that they're not actually married. Oh dear.
But here's the reason why. Bob and Amy find out they're not actually married because the judge who married them was a con artist.
Oh, that's the exact same scenario that happened in Men of the Plan.
Mm-hmm. It also kind of reminds me of the situation with Casey's parents from Casey Undercover.
Oh.
Yeah. So, in part 2, Teddy asked her best friend Ivy to meet her, so that she could sort out the sidekick and trying to find a true love that she's been talking about with Teddy. What do you call it? Meanwhile, Gabe and PJ, enter a Paris ice skating competition to win money back, so they could pay their debts and everything. And Bob is trying to make things up with Amy by planning a surprise wedding, because they got a little bit of a heated fight, but the wedding at the end of the episode was really nice.
I bet it was. Have you seen the one called Amazing Gracie, where Teddy buys a used car from Ivy's dad, and he allowed to call it Gracie, and the fact that she wrecked it, and they made a funeral out of it?
Yeah.
Man. But, yeah, that two-parter sounds interesting. I might have to, plan on seeing that.
True, but with Ivy's parents, they're a little random, kind of, if you think about it.
How so?
Because in some of the episodes with Ivy and her parents, Ivy's parents are really nice, but nice and kind of playful a little bit. They're those kind of parents. In a way, but yeah. Oh yeah, I remember in an episode with Ivy, what do you call it? So I guess Ivy and Teddy got in a fight, and they basically were not talking to each other, but they decided to apologize to each other instead of texting, because again with cell phones. They go to each other's houses, but this is not a good idea because there's a tornado happening or something's happening outside. And while this is happening, Gabe was supposed to get a party.
Oh.
Because Bob and Amy promised him if he was not bad for a whole week or the whole month, basically, he would get his own party. Which, yeah, but the plans got canceled since there was a tornado coming, and Gabe's party got canceled, and he got so mad that he started roasting everybody in the room.
Like how?
He was to his dad, "You're too fat," and he was to his mom, "Your cooking sucks," and he was to PJ, "You're just stupid."
Wow! Don't do him like that. Jeez.
PJ's "What did I do? You were thinking of something stupid." Yeah, I bet you were.
Oh my god. There's two episodes I remember. One where Charlie loves this show so much. There's this guy she likes, but apparently a can't do it or fire or whatever, and they are trying to find him. They found him at a hotel, and they try to convince him to go back on that show.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? Oh yeah, where Teddy and Amy tried to come up with their own, I think, cartoon or board character. I don't remember, but Amy's was Trashy, and then hers was Tim Can.
Let's see here. Have you ever seen the episode where Teddy's trying to change her grade from her high school teacher? And get this, his full name is Peter Piper.
Bloody hell! Peter Piper. Are you sure Piper isn't his middle name and his last name ain't Peckin? Peter Piper.
Peter. It kind of reminds me of that scene from Tough Puppy with the Chief.
I know.
Oh god. But yeah, she's trying to convince him, but he says no. So Teddy invites him to the house where eventually they meet the parents. But before this happened, Amy tried to confront the guy, saying, "Give my daughter a better grade because she should have got a better grade." And that's where he got a little scared. So when they actually visit the house and met Bob, he was asking Bob, "What do you do as a job?" He's an exterminator. It was like, that you do.
I was wondering about that because I actually saw that exact clip on Instagram.
Yeah, he was like, I see. So while on your job, you deal with pests, but when you come home, you deal with the biggest one. And that's when Bob got so angry.
I don't blame him. That was so bad. But man, I was wondering what that was about because I saw that exact clip you were talking about. I was like, wow, jeez. Also, I don't know. It was Charlie or the new baby, but I saw like a compilation of Harry Potter references, and one of them was like, Bob made a crib under the stairs, and he's like, "You want our baby to live under the stairs like Harry Potter?"
Before Toby was born, there was an episode where Amy was still pregnant with him, and there was an episode called "Make Room for a Baby." So basically, they're trying to find a new house so that they can expand more since they're having one more kid. And it got kind of emotional because they don't really want to leave the old house. But Gabe had the idea, since he was thinking, "Oh, we're moving to a new house." He wanted to do one final prank on Mrs. Dabney, but Mrs. Dabney got a bigger prank. She put something in Gabe's hat, like one of those what do you call it? One of those cool hats you would wear or something like that. She put something
like
that
hat or drinking hat. I mean,
no, not that one. What do you call it? One of those soft hats. You know what I'm talking about?
No, not really.
Wait, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna say beanie. So he was basically wearing a beanie, but when he put his beanie on again, what I didn't know until late in the episode was that Mrs. Dabney put something that took away Gabe's hair, like the top front of it. It was like, oh my god, that shit's hilarious.
Bow, 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 bow,
But they decided to stay in the old house. You know what that kind of reminds me of? What Gabe just did? It reminds me of, even though I didn't see the full movie, it reminds me of Max Keeble.
Really? How so?
Because remember, he was thinking that he was gonna move, and he did that thing with the bully with Troy, and then finding out that he's not actually moving, and then you know what happens after.
Okay. If I'm mistaken, there's an episode where Ivy and Teddy actually skip school and go to the carnival.
I think I said that once. Hold on, let me see about it. Carnival. Okay. I don't see that around here, or something like that. No, I don't see it.
Or unless it was a mall. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I do know that they have skipped school.
Oh, okay, hold on. If I just search that now. Oh yeah, the episode's legit called Ditch Day.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
So yeah, when Teddy finds out that she has a reputation of goody, she tells Ivy that she's a baddie, not a goody. Ivy says, "I'm only a goody. We'll say baddie. What the goody baddie. Goody. Oh, what the fuck is this?" Meanwhile, she ditches schools in order to be bad. So basically, Teddy just wants to prove everybody she's not always like a good person. She just want to be bad. Anyways, it says here PJ tries to make a dress for Troy for economics class, and Gabe tries to get himself ungrounded by showing his parents an old poem read by Bob.
What's that noise?
I hear that too.
Is Fresh asleep?
That's my dog.
Oh.
That reminds me how a chihuahua growls.
I thought he was asleep. It sounded like snoring. I'm sorry, Fresh.
Oh no, it's all fine.
Oh man.
That's what old dogs do. They get old and they start swimming like old men.
Well, I didn't know your dog is old.
I mean, not old, but still has some like youngness into him. But just carry on.
All right. Anyway, I'm gonna list up some episodes, and I'm gonna ask if you've seen them because I'm on the official episode page. There's one called White.
I was gonna say before you search it, I was gonna say, have you ever seen this episode where PG sees his old friend and he remembers flashbacks of when they were in elementary school where he cuts his friend's hairs off and he invited him to a sleepover and he was afraid that the friend's gonna cut his hair off and then in the episode it turns out he cut like the backside of his hair.
No, I'm not familiar with that, but there's one called Driving Mrs. Dabney. When Dan won't let her practice driving, Teddy drives Mrs. Dabney around for experience. They run out of gas, and a muddy Teddy arrives home for a surprise birthday party.
I saw that once, but I know which one you're talking about. Pretty good.
Okay, this one's called Teddy Rebounds. An 11-year-old boy called Austin moves in nearby, develops a crush on Teddy. She lets him take ice cream and bumps into Spencer with his new girlfriend.
I think I've seen that. Also, I'm trying to find another episode I watched.
Now it is.
Okay, Christian, while I find my episode, just name another one for me.
Okay, this one's called Let's Potty. Amy wants to get Charlie potty trained for an interview with an executive preschool, but when Bob shows Charlie at the toilet as she flushes her toy down it, the clogging pipes and leaving the house without water.
Oh my god, I didn't know about the potty training one, but I was like, what the hell? Okay, yeah.
Yikes.
Oh my goodness.
Duncan versus Duncan. Bob and Amy plan a night away, so Teddy and PJ plan a house party, but when their parents fight and cancel their trip, Teddy has to smuggle their friends into the basement.
Basement. I mean, yeah. Wait, I don't know which episode it was, but what do you call it? PJ was talking to this girl, and he was like, bending down a little bit. It looked like a marrying position. And then
I seen that on Instagram.
And then Bob was coming in, and he's like, "No, PJ, don't do it. You're just gonna regret it for the rest of your life."
Yeah, I seen that on Instagram. I was like, no, that's not what I was going to do.
Oh god.
Anyway, LARP in the park. Teddy's new boyfriend takes her and Charlie to the park. They assume it's for a picnic, but end up putting on costumes to join in his LARPing, live action role playing.
Who hasn't heard of LARPing? LARPing's common.
Teddy's bear. Teddy is having trouble at school with Mr. Piper and tells Amy, who decides to try.
That's the one we were talking about earlier, Christian.
Alright, sorry, my bad. The singing, dancing Duncans. Amy plans a big song and dance number for the annual hospital gala. She tries to get her family involved, but when they make excuses, she plays them all in the show.
Also, I found the ones I was looking for. So, you ever seen this episode called Something's Fishy?
No, what's it about?
So, basically, Teddy is miserable after taking a job working at an ocean-themed children's party venue, dressed as a sea creature, and discovers that her costume doesn't seem to be a perfect fit. So, yeah, that's kind of difficult. PJ continues to use Charlie as a girl magnet. Yeah, I've seen those kind of episodes. But his plan backfires when his new crush only seems to only be interested in Charlie. Wow, poor PJ.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Amy goes overboard practicing a new video game in order to beat Gabe.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we call it, with the play place and everything else, because Teddy tried to go inside of it, right? But she gets so stuck that she had to call Bob, and then Bob gets stuck. I'm like, oh my god.
I think I remember seeing that, and we all know Bob would not be able to go in playpen. Have you seen his eyes?
I mean, yeah, but if you see the actors, like, fit now, oh my god, got ripped.
Yeah, I actually follow some of them on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Meet the parents. Teddy and PJ pose as Gabe's parents in order to get him out of trouble. bets Amy she can't build a playhouse for Charlie without his help.
I remember that episode because when PJ was trying to become pretending to be Bob, he added like a British accent, and I was like, oh yes, I'm British, and with Teddy pretending to be Amy, and when the teacher was asking, oh Mrs. Duncan, I didn't know your husband was British. So did I. I didn't even know that. So I was like, that's a giveaway. Come on.
Wow, they're bad at this. Anyway, monkey business. When Teddy and Ivy babysit for their new neighbors, Teddy tries one of the mother's earrings and then loses it in a Build-A-Bear kit. Can she get it back before the parents return? Dun dun dun. Oh dear.
Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
PJ in the city. They need to get a tan for their job top fashion store when they give a good old staff discount, but when Charlie plays with a spray timer, Teddy ends up orange. Oh boy.
Speaking of city, since we mentioned the Muppets, let's bring in another crossover when Go Like Charlie and Jesse did a crossover.
Right, we cannot forget that. That was a good one. Yeah, and it was really good. Like, just going to New York, and they allowed her to like stay there, and then find out like why is everything such a mess and stuff. Why is there a deer or whatnot? And they find out what happened through her video camera and stuff. And yeah, but yeah, it was a really great crossover.
Mm-hmm. Because yeah, out of all the shows, Jesse has done like more crossovers than any sitcom to this day, actually.
Yeah, besides like Charlie, Jesse has crossover with Austin and Ellie.
They also crossover with Liv and Maddie. Well, technically not with Liv and Maddie. They're two brothers. One time.
I did not know that. And technically, Go Like Charlie counts in. And not Go Like Charlie. Zack and Cody, because Mr. Mosby made an appearance.
Yes, I was like so surprised, and he was like, "What? Who was he talking to? Cody or Zach?" On the phone.
I can't remember, but I sent to one of them that that girl looks just like Beverly, and is like, you want
actually her name was Christian. Her name was not Beverly; it was Bailey.
Bailey. I'm sorry, Bailey.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like, you want to see for yourself? Oh boy.
No running in my hose, and you owe me a new rib. It hurts now.
Yeah. Allie Oops. Teddy convinces Mary Lou to audition to sing the national anthem at Denver Nuggets game. She gets the job, but also that's about stage frights, and Teddy has to go and mime.
Wow.
Gary had a little lamb. Mrs. Dabney tricks Gabe into working for her. PJ changes her hairstyle for a girl. Teddy and Amy get revenge by scaring a neighboring boy.
Wow.
It's a Charlie Duncan Thanksgiving. Amy stays home to cook Thanksgiving dinner, much to and PJ's dismay. I guess her cooking is bad.
Wow.
What?
This kind of reminds me, this one time, it was like, I don't know which episode it was, they were having breakfast, and they were so surprised about Amy's cooking, for like, wow, Mom, you made these pancakes? And she took PJ out of the, to the living room, and she gave him money. She was like, thanks for breakfast. So PJ made the whole time, because PJ's a good cook.
Oh, I see. Of course, she would have someone else to do it, because, she can't cook.
Yeah, what do you call it? There was an episode actually with PJ's cooking. So there was this old lady that was getting married. But here's the thing though, she needed PJ's help because she was saying to him that she can't cook. Like she's never cooked because her husband before he sadly passed away, she would always cook for her. So she wanted to be a good cook like PJ, so she could cook for her new husband.
Alright. That sounds romantic. Okay. Amy needs a shower. Amy convinces Mary Lou wins to throw her a baby shower, but the event turns bad when Charlie blurts out the whole bunch of things Amy said about her baby shower guest. Uh-oh. That's what happens when you say stuff around Charlie. She's gonna blurt it out.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, a bad luck Teddy. Since Teddy and Spencer got back together, the basketball team hasn't won. Made them think Teddy is a jinx. Gabe overhears his parents.
Yo, that's a. You know that reminds me of the Fuller House episode. Oh my god, because Stephanie.
We started watching that last night because we started watching the first episode and stuff. But tell me.
So Stephanie dates this baseball player who's basically from the Giants and everything. And while they're dating, he hasn't scored a home run ever. But the minute that they break up, he starts hitting home runs.
That's the exact same plot to an episode of The Nanny. She dates a hockey player, but he has been losing. He's just wearing certain stuff that's represent bad luck and stuff. And they keep hitting over her. And yeah. And after they break up and stuff, he somehow won. So I don't get this bad luck crap.
Well, lesson learned, everybody. Even though females play sports really good, just don't mix them with relationships and sports. Then that just ruins everything.
Yeah, unlike that one episode of House.
All about. But yeah.
Anyway, dress mess. Amy lends Teddy her old dress for the prom, but Teddy thinks it's hideous and chases it at school. Amy doesn't want to know.
Christian?
Sorry. Is it on? Fresh, is it on?
Well, if you listen clearly, then yes, it's the sound of the beep. Going ahead.
I didn't hear the beep, but anyway, dress mess. Amy lends Teddy her old dress for the prom, but Teddy thinks it's hideous and chases it at school. Amy doesn't want to know about the baby's sex, so Bob gets Gabe to help him find out.
Mm-hmm.
Catch me if you can. Amy discovers Teddy and Spencer are hiding a secret from her. They are staring at a children's theater. A children's theater production of Freddy Saves the Farm. Name that baby. The Duncans start considering baby names. Teddy is eager to find a quiet area to study. PJ discovers to have a complete square dancing in order to graduate. Abby and Bob overhear Gabe talking. Oh, I need to click. Okay, talking about being an only child.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, special delivery. This is a two-parter. I think this is the one I was talking about with the pregnancy thing. But anyway, yeah, it's a two-parter stuff. Oh yeah, this has something to do with yeah, cause Charlie's birthday and cause oh yeah, Bob actually gave money in order to get something special for Charlie, say for example a dollhouse, but instead he got a video game, but he got guilt tripped and took the game back.
Anyway, if I can remember correctly, do Toby and Charlie share the same birthday? If I can go back, hold on.
I don't.
Hold on, let me check. Because if it did, because this kind of reminds me of another episode of Full House. Oh, they do share a birthday. Oh, that's nice. Because this reminds me of an original Full House episode where it happens exactly like this. It was Michelle's birthday. They were having a Flintstones themed party, but while Uncle Jesse was dressed as Fred Flintstone,
I've seen that.
Vicky was saying that she was in labor and everything, and then they gave birth to their two twin sons, Nicky and Alex. Now, Nicky and Alex and Michelle share the same birthday. Wow.
Yeah, and I remember the scene. Danny was with Becky and trying to breathe and stuff, and and he's like, "We will rock you."
Oh my god.
Anyway, okay. Baby's first vacation. The Duncans take their first holiday with the newest member of the family. They head to a house on Demon's Lake, which turns out to be creepy, but is it haunted?
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's see. Lent's Weather Girls. Teddy convinces Harry went to follow his dream of opening Denver's first weather-themed restaurant, but Teddy and Ivy get roped into wearing silly costumes as their restaurant's waitresses. Gabe revenge himself hoping to date his crush, Jade. Okay, one more. T-Rex. Teddy signs up for a volleyball team and take her coach's advice too seriously. Bob finds us all away from the destruction Duncan household when he goes to PJ's new apartment.
Oh yeah, PJ's apartment with his friend. That was cool. Now I can't find the episode name, but I remember there was this episode where the Duncans were staying at this hotel, and what do you call it? Gabe said he was like going out for a walk while putting a coat on. And he went downstairs and learned there was like a whole like conference of people that work as doctors, anything like that. And he just saw the free food. So you know those name tags you take? So he took one of them and it said Ted on it. And he was like, "Hey Ted." And I was like, No, it's not Ted. It's Ed. The T's silent.
Oh my god.
And then Bob finds out. He was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, my name is Ed. Can I join?" "Yeah, let's do it." And eventually they get caught because the main guy that works at the conference was like, "Get over here, Ed. Talk about what you have done." But he can't really because the real Ted appeared. Wow.
Oh, that was in trouble.
Identity theft is not a joke.
But yeah, even though some of these episodes I've never seen, I still enjoy the show nonetheless, and I can't wait to rewatch the show and get to see these episodes soon.
Yeah, and although you said last episode for you, Christian, come on, let's end it off with the last official episode of Good Luck Charlie.
Goodbye, Charlie, which I don't remember if I've seen or not.
Okay. You want me to say the whole thing again, or are you good?
Yeah, say it again.
So, as I was saying, this is kind of emotional because it's revealed that Teddy's actually going away to college. And
wow, that's a dang.
Yeah. And it makes it hard to make her last diary special for Charlie. And what do you call it? While this is happening, Gabe and Mrs. Dabney attempt to stop this new kid, Matt, from breaking her. So they actually team up like one of those times. And then PJ and his friend were trying to have a food truck and sell fish and gravy. Fish and gravy? The hell? How the hell?
Bloody, that sounds disgusting.
Okay, I get. Can you at least make it to tuna, maybe? But what the hell? Okay. But PJ doesn't think it's a good idea. PJ then gets the truck for himself, and Bob gets to work with PJ selling peanut butter jelly sandwiches, which everybody finds, very good. Bob and Charlie knew Spencer's back in town. Ooh, okay. And they get their friends all together for Teddy when she goes away. And then her final entry, and then it just says goodbye, Charlie. Not even good luck, goodbye, Charlie. That was wow. So emotional. But yeah, I gotta say, Good Luck, Charlie. If you haven't seen it, for the people watching, it's a really good show. And when it was in Disney, like one of the best sitcoms, I recommend watching it. But yes, good luck to all.